Hello everyone, my name is Paul. Welcome back to A Calm Touch of Fantasy, and I am doing a tag. First tag I've done in probably a year. I'm doing the Not a Booktube Newbie Tag. I was tagged by Bree from Stories from the Shelf, and it was originally created by Shelby at Clever Fox, and I'll put a link to both of their channels in the description box below, and I'll put like the questions in the description box below too. So here we go, the Not a Booktube Newbie Tag. Basically what you think about Booktube after doing it for so long. Number one, how old is your channel? My channel is a little over 2 years old. I started in 2015 in November, I believe. Is that right? So no, I must have started way sooner. Wait, it's over 2 years old. Like 2 years and November, December, January, 4 months old. Yeah. Oh man, this is already a horrible video. Okay, 2 years and 4 months. I started doing my website a few months before that, and then I found Booktube, and then I merged the two together in a way that hasn't really proven that successful, but I like it, and that's all that counts. What are your favorite videos to make? My favorite videos are my weekly videos now, where I talk about a little bit of everything. I like being able to talk about podcasts and movies and TV shows now, and of course talking about books, but I like having those other passions in my life to talk about during those weekly videos, and I'm really enjoying making those videos now. It's really become something that rekindled my love for Booktube. Number three, what is one piece of advice you would give to someone wanting to join Booktube? There's a lot of things I would say to somebody wanting to join Booktube. Number one, I think I would say to them, don't take it personally. Don't take your viewer count, your subscriber count. Don't take the things other booktubers say. Don't take the things they say on Twitter personally. If you think that like other people on Booktube are specifically talking about you, you're more than likely wrong, and it's just paranoia. I went through this issue last year, and I had a very hard time with it. So don't take Booktube's personal. It's just something you should love to do, and you should be loving to talk about books. And that goes to number two. Start Booktube because you want to talk about books. That is the most important thing. You will love it if your love for books, your passion for books, is what is motivating you to start. If your motivation to start is friendships, notoriety, or something of that nature, just be careful, because there's a possibility you might get hurt. And people have gotten hurt on Booktube. But if you go and right at the onset say, I want to talk about books, I'm doing this because I love books and I want to talk about books, that's the important thing. And number three, I would say, if politics gives you anxiety, if you don't enjoy politics, try to filter it out of your Booktube feed, and try to filter it out on your Twitter feed a little bit. You know, it's okay to talk about those things, but sometimes it's so much so that it actually causes people anxiety. So if the current events and everyone talking about it gives you anxiety, just try to filter it out a little bit with your social media, or use it sparingly so it doesn't bring you down. It doesn't cause you anxiety. It doesn't bring you down. Because I had that issue as well. This got deep. This got serious. Okay, number 4. All right. It says, have you run into any unforeseen challenges? Unforeseen challenges? Not really. The biggest thing, I had horrible lighting, and I still have horrible lighting. But moving my setup around so that the window is in front of me and off to the side and the light is in front of me is a lot better. When I started, I had my window behind me because I didn't move around my setup, and I think that if I would have moved around my setup to allow the window to be facing towards me, that initially the people that came to my channel would have been more impressed and would have stayed around. So that's definitely my piece of advice when starting. That's one of my unforeseen challenges that happened. Number 5, what is your favorite book series you've read because of Booktube? It's so difficult to figure this out because it seems like the SFF community that I love and Booktube SFF and everything just kind of meshes together and becomes one big glob. So I'm not sure really what it has been. I would say that John Scalzi's science fiction work is probably what I would say. I love the Old Man's War series, and I started that series a few months after I started Booktube, and I really like that series now. Overall, what is your favorite aspect about Booktube? My favorite aspect about Booktube is, number 1, the people, of course. The people are amazing. But number 2, it's a way to keep up with the trends that are going on in the book world. I don't read outside of my comfort zones all that much. I mostly read fantasy and science fiction, but I subscribe to people that read general fiction and read classics and read other things. And I think my general knowledge of literature has really improved since joining Booktube. I know so much more about literature and classical literature than I ever did before learning in school through Booktube, through watching other people's channels. Want to spread the Booktube love? Yes, great. Give at least one newbie a shout out. A shout out. I think Rachel from Shades of Orange. I'll give her a shout out. I don't think she's new, but I think she makes good videos. Is it Shades of Orange? I probably should have been prepared about this and actually read through the questions. The Shades of Orange, yes. She actually has more subscribers than me, so whatever. But yeah, I'll shout her out. Sure, why not? And who do you tag? I tag anyone that has watched this video and made it through this mess of a video. So if you want to do this, go ahead and do it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.